Kat to the show. You are from OPSWAT. Why don't you give everybody a little bit of context of what you do at OPSWAT?
Yeah, so Kat Lewis, VP of Global Marketing and Communications at OPSWAT, located here in Tampa.
You're home.
So we are in our hometown. We're really excited to be
Nice.
here. It's kind of odd to not be in Miami, but it also feels really, really great to showcase a little bit of Tampa and what makes us really unique here.
Yeah, and I want to ask you about that, or we can come back to it a little bit later. But let's talk about that. You got the hometown advantage here. You know what's going on, and
Yeah, so Tampa is rich when it comes to any kind of Cuban, Spanish, Italian heritage. In the 1800s, a lot of cigar factories and immigrants came here, and they built these amazing cigar factories, which you see all through Ybor, you see all through Tampa. So I'm sure a lot of attendees have already seen it today, but we're really known for all of that really great Cuban heritage. So we're jumping ahead, but we do have a happy hour on Tuesday, and we're showcasing some of that Cuban heritage. So we're gonna have like Cuban sandwiches, and we're gonna have hand-rolled cigars by someone who's actually from Tampa. I think he's third or fourth generation Cuban, and he's gonna be hand-rolling cigars for some of our attendees, so everybody can take a little piece of Tampa home to them, or they can enjoy it as well. So we're doing that on Tuesday. That's really exciting. Happy hour.
super. That's great. Which, you know what, this leads me, to the question I have to ask, because everybody wants to know what's going on in the prime room. So what are you doing in there? Everybody's doing something different. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, so OPSWAT has decided, this is our first year doing the prime room, so we're really excited, but we've sponsored S4, I think we're on our fourth or fifth year. I think we're in our fifth year, actually. I've been coming for 4 years. So yeah, we're on our fifth year of sponsoring S4. It's been such a great opportunity, place to connect with our customers, connect with prospects.
It's a concentration of people.
Oh my gosh.
Key to our industry, isn't it?
It's the true decision makers. It's the true people who really understand this. And without us all kind of bridging together to understand some of these things, I don't think there's anywhere else that has that type of environment and those type of people. So that's really exciting. But in our prime room, we are setting it up with lots of different thought leadership talks. So every morning, we start with a networking breakfast. So we're gonna have your coffees and your teas and your snacks and different things. We'll be also featuring our critical infrastructure protection lab. So we brought our famous SIP lab here. So think of like 6 full IT and OT racks all together, and we can actually simulate all kinds of different IT, OT attacks, and we can really show how everything gets protected from one end to the other. So lots of interactive discussions. On Tuesday, we've got a really special introduction of Fend. So OPSWAT just acquired Fend in December with Mr. Colin Dunn. So he's joined the OPSWAT team. So him and Benny on Tuesday morning, right after the networking breakfast, they're going to kick off a little bit about data diodes and talk about how important it is and how data diodes are really changing, not just changing the market, but revolutionizing. And we're seeing so much opportunity now too with data diodes. So we're really excited to have Colin on the team. He's gonna be meeting with Benny and some of our attendees talking about data diodes, and Benny's gonna be talking a little bit about OPSWAT. So that's gonna be a great session to attend. You don't wanna miss it.
That's Tuesday morning at what time?
Tuesday at 10.
10, okay.
And then we've got a lunch and learn on Monday with our CEO and founder, Benny Charney. Benny and EE, our Chief Product Officer, will be talking a little bit about OPSWAT's background, talk some of the attendees through some of the technologies that we offer. We offer a lot of technologies, a lot of different areas, but we do specialize in OT quite a bit. So they'll be running through some of that, and then we'll have our Taste of Tampa happy hour in the afternoon, but we are running lots of other really interesting OT sessions.
Where's the best way to find out everything you're doing in the prime?
Everything is in the WUVA app. We've also created boards outside of our prime room. Our prime room's on the 4th floor in the Pasco room, and we've
People
got
can see a schedule of events out there
for every day. So the schedule is listed there. You can also just pop into our room whenever you'd like. We do have one closed door session, I believe, on Wednesday, and that's just for our customers, and we're giving them kind of an idea around roadmap on where OPSWAT is headed. But that's closed invite only, but if you are a customer and you're a partner, just reach out to us and let us know, and we're happy to invite you in.
Okay, awesome. Well, congrats on the Fend news. I'm excited for you guys and for Fend and for Colin. He's a good friend. I was a big fan of them, and so that's great. So let's talk about the theme for the conference and the ways you think you guys are sort of addressing it now and maybe in the future. Oh, it eluded me for a second. Create the future. So
Yes.
it's create the future of ICS and OT security. So that can mean a lot of things. What does that mean to OPSWAT?
Oh, wow. I mean, I feel like we've always been creating towards the future. Our founder, CEO, Benny Charney, he's been in the business for more than 20 years. OPSWAT has been established for more than 20 years. So he's always seems to be innovating beyond. So right now we're making a ton of acquisitions, and the data diode market is one that we are really specializing in and we're really hyper-focused on. We see a huge value. We see a huge opportunity. And I think data diodes are going to be really the next big kind of thing that everybody's talking about. We're moving even beyond just your typical data diodes. I mean, I think they were usually used for high, like nuclear environments, and now they're being moved to other industrial environments, and people are seeing more uses for them. So we see a huge opportunity with data diodes. I think that's part of the future area that we're looking at. We also see a future in training. We see not just the future, but also we see the gap. And I think that's a constant theme that we've been seeing from even since I started in cybersecurity many years ago. That gap in knowledge that a lot of the people that are doing OT are really either aging out, or they're leaving these legacy systems behind. And where is the training for the new generation to come in and help manage some of this OT and now OT and IT convergence type things? So OPSWAT Academy is another area. We are doing one of the academy sessions. I think it's on Tuesday.
Oh, the roundup on Tuesday.
Yeah, the roundup.
3 o'clock on Tuesday.
So Irfan, who's our VP of certification and training, he will be on site talking to people about OPSWAT Academy. But I think we have almost over 250,000 certified users. So it's been a super successful courses for people. It's very critical infrastructure focused. Some are free, some are paid. But I think that's also something when we think about the future, we really need to think about how we're putting the right people in at the right time to build out what the future of
it's
OT is going to look
PPT,
like.
right? And that we need the people part to work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
And technology is continuing evolving. We're seeing all this cloud adoption. The data diode technology has just been incredible to see. So when I think of the future, I really think of some of those more relevant technologies that have been around for a while, but just up-leveling them a little bit, and then looking at that IT, OT infrastructure and convergence that we've been seeing for the last couple of years, and then academy, and then understanding how we train those people and getting them where they need to be. You
said 20-year history of the company, and you alluded to other than just cybersecurity. What is the legacy of the company?
The legacy? Oh my gosh.
If security is, a big piece today, but there's you address more than just security.
I mean, cybersecurity is our
that
main.
The bread and butter?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we do IT, OT, so everything from asset inventory to email security to one of our really great products that has seen a ton of adoption. OT is our USB scanning device. So we've got kiosks and a ton of nuclear facilities that are using to scan.
Checking stuff on the way in before they can come into the premises.
So we're doing a lot of that. So any kind of parameter security is really kind of our bread and butter, and as well as file security and many other things. I mean, we've got more than 21 different products, so we've got a full solution, but also we're bringing that critical infrastructure protection lab. So you're able to see everything. So whether there's probably less people on the IT side here than the OT side, but you can really look at everything, and you can have a nice understanding of the full platform and the full holistic view of everything and how it works together. And that's what I think is really unique about what our SIP lab brings. And we've brought our SIP lab before, but we have made a ton of enhancements to it. It's just a really cool mobile version. And in Tampa, we have our own version that's at our office and many other offices around the world. We've got SIP labs in Japan, in Tokyo, we've got them in India, we've got them coming soon to the UK, and Washington DC soon, thanks to Colin, and some other areas like San Francisco. So we've got these SIP labs everywhere, but this is our traveling one that we take to kind of let people experience it.
I can't wait, I'm gonna come see that.
Yeah, you definitely should.
That's awesome. Okay. Let's talk a little bit. It's come up in every interview. AI. It's on everybody's tongue in many different ways. Not everybody's excited, but it's going to be used by for good and for bad. What's your thought on that, and where's OPSWAT see that fitting into the future?
Yeah, I mean, OPSWAT is using AI in all their technologies very safely, of course. I mean, we use it almost on a daily basis for, on the marketing side, we're using it and building out kind of our own AI thing that we're working on that's kind of cool for our marketing side. But I mean, I think
there's no part of the business it doesn't touch, right?
Yeah, you can't escape it. It's here, and it's either you work with it or you don't. You get behind the curtain. It's kind of like when social media came to be. Everyone was kind of like, "Oh, I don't want to do it," and then now it's
ubiquitous.
It just becomes one of those things. So I mean, we're creating with it. We're innovating with it. We see it as a great tool, but obviously using it in a very safe way.
Yeah. You mentioned earlier, and I think you may be the only one so far, or maybe you're the only one that I'm going to interview. This is home for you.
Yeah.
What else about Tampa for those of us that aren't from here?
Okay, well, we just had one of the largest pirate invasions.
Oh yeah, this is where that
Gasparilla, Jose Gaspar.
I have heard that for years about this huge event and all this stuff that comes with that. I've
You
never
just
been to it
missed
yet. Yeah.
You just missed it. It was downtown. I think the pirate ship is still downtown. I believe you can still see the pirate ship.
How many people come for this thing? It's a big.
Oh my gosh,
it's
thousands.
Epic, right?
I mean, thousands. It's the second largest parade right behind Mardi Gras.
Okay.
So pretty much the pirates take over the city. They take the key from the mayor, and then there's a fight, and then they invade the city, and then there's a big parade. It's got a lot of community background in it also. A lot of these different crews, they call them, go out into the community, and they do many, many good things for the community as well. But Tampa's got lots of really cool restaurants. We've got some Michelin restaurants now. So there's no shortage of bad food here. I mean, the food is excellent. And then a really funny thing, if you go down to Ybor, there's chickens everywhere. So you can see these really, really unique chickens, and these chickens are
I haven't
protected.
done this yet. Okay.
They're protected
They're
by
wild,
the mayor.
free range,
They're wild chickens, and they're protected.
Wow.
And it's one really weird thing when you walk down Ybor, you see a bar here, a restaurant here. Maybe it's the Columbia's famous Cuban cuisine,
and wild chicken, right?
And then there's a chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a really kind of quirky, fun part about Tampa. But I definitely encourage everybody to hop on the trolley, and you can ride right down to Ybor. I believe the trolley is even free. So hop on the trolley, ride it all the way down, and go check out Ybor City. There's a ton of nightlife.
Yeah.
There's a ton of great Cuban food and cuisine, and you just can't go wrong with Tampa. We're so excited to be here. We're so excited. We feel so blessed to be here.
Well, that is awesome. And,
Miami's great too, and they say that Miami has the best Cuban sandwich.
But that's
I think Tampa's
is
got
that open
it.
for debate?
Yeah, that's a big debate.
All right.
I'm probably going to get some hate mail for that.
Yeah,
But
you might.
Tampa definitely has the
You're
best.
putting it down. That's where it is.
Have you had a Cuban sandwich before?
Not in Tampa, no.
Oh, did you get one in Miami?
I have had one in three or four other places over the years.
I will try to get you a Cuban sandwich, and then I look forward to hearing your review, seeing which one you like
strong.
the best.
You're putting a stake in the ground.
I'm putting a strong chance that you're going to like the Tampa one a lot better.
All right.
So we're so excited to have S4 here in Tampa. I hope they come
It's
back again.
so awesome. Yeah.
It's so fun. Miami was super fun too, but we're just so glad to be here at home. And we hope everybody will visit us on the 4th floor. We're in the prime room.
You got a ton going on in your prime room.
Oh my gosh, we've got so much going on.
Yeah.
We also have an after party after the S4. So we're hosting a private room at the Battery. So after Dale's S4 party in Sparkman Wharf, you can just walk right over. The Battery is in Sparkman Wharf, and we'll have a private room. So if you want to attend, or if anybody would like to attend, just pop into
You're talking about which day?
Prime room. That's on Wednesday night.
Okay, Wednesday night.
Thursday night.
Oh,
Thursday
you're
night.
talking closeout.
Yeah, closeout.
Close
after
it out.
The
Oh,
party, yeah.
all right.
After the big party.
Okay.
So we'd love to see everybody.
Yeah.
So come on out. After the big S4 party in Sparkman, we'll be at the Battery. So look forward to hosting people.
Super.
We got lots of fun stuff going on.
Thanks for coming on the show,
Yeah,
Kat,
it's great to chat with you too.
Yeah, I'm glad OPSWAT is here, and I'll look forward to stopping by your prime room and seeing what's going on myself.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kat.
Thanks.
Yeah. Take care.